This painting was done at Madera Canyon. It's toward the middle of May, so I went early in the morning, about 8 a.m. I could have gone earlier. I would have had a little bit better light, and it wouldn't have been as hot. You'll see as the video progresses, little bugs started flying all around me. But, that kind of comes with doing plein air. They become part of the painting, but I don't usually charge extra for them. Here in the beginning of the painting, I'm just really trying to get the shapes down, placement, putting my design together. I really want this to be about the light on the tree. Everything else is somewhat incidental. I really got into the texture of the grasses, though. That was a lot of fun. And I would say I probably spent more time on the grasses than anything else. Right now I'm rubbing out some of that paint with my Gamsol for values. So I lay in my sketch, and then with a paper towel and some Gamsol, soaked with Gamsol, I'll rub out areas so that they'll indicate either a lighter value or a highlight. This is a great method for particularly new artists who struggle with values. If you match the value with color, chances are you're going to get those values correct the first time around. As the light changes, it's very tempting to want to change the values. This way, everything's already laid in, and that temptation will not be as strong. So here you can see I've just masked in my shapes. I've got some prickly pear in the foreground, the tree, the mountains, and the sky, and that's pretty much all there is to it. It didn't take very long for me to paint this, just about an hour. And there's the tree. I liked the gesture on it, that kind of flopping over. And I put quite a bit of cool notes in the bottom of the tree, in the shadow areas. I really went for temperature on this one. What happened just now, I kind of went from nothing to somewhat developed painting here. The wind came along, and I hadn't gotten my rig weighted, which I know better, but there was no wind until that moment, and it just kind of came up fast and took everything with it. No worries though, my painting was secured. So you didn't miss very much. I just kind of put color in those masses, and what I do is I just pick something that matches the value that I set out, and then I get off of it and move on to something else. But you can see I've already laid in my darks and lights, and all I have to do then is really refine the painting. The general information is already on this piece, and I'm about probably 15 minutes into it at this point. Maybe, yeah, about 15 minutes. So what I've done here is really mass in the prickly pear and just picked out a couple of highlights. Discern maybe a couple little shapes and give the indication of the petals without getting into a lot of detail on them. I don't want them to be very distracting to my subject. Put a little bit of warmth in that foreground to pull forward. And then as it progressed, I actually put in a little bit of that warmth into the grasses. I don't know that you can really see that from what you're looking at now, but just a little bit would let the viewer know that there is a ground plane. Just a tiny bit of that red-orange. Those little white dots you see flicking around, that's not a camera effect. Those are actually little bugs. Gnats, maybe? And here I'm just cutting into the tree a little bit to get some light behind it. I'm pretty much near the end of the painting here, I think. You'll see I put in a couple of highlights and noodle around a little bit on the foreground again. And then I'm done. Right now I'm just giving those mountains, that flat mass, a little bit of definition by putting in very subtle highlights. Again, I don't want that to be a distraction. When you're looking out in the distance, now I'm focused on that, it's very easy to put the details in there. And that's basically what your camera does. It's picking up all the details of everything. But for my painting, I really want everything to be about what I want you to see, which is the tree. So I can downplay those extra details. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to learn more about me or my art, workshops, classes, mentoring program with Mastrius, please visit my website, barbaramilano.com. I'll be glad to answer your questions.